it's Sharon Armstrong, TxStampin Sharon. I am bringing you a Christmas card today that I think is pretty fast to make. And when you have a lot of Christmas cards to make this 2018 season, this may be your card. I'm just saying. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, you can do so below. After you subscribe, you can hit that little bell and you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Here's my card. I truly love copper, and this designer series paper is absolutely gorgeous. It is a new designer series paper that will be coming available to everyone September 1st, 2018, and it's called Joyous Noel Specialty Designer Series paper. And it's special because it has copper. I stamped the deer and the sentiment, and then I stamped the sweet sentiment on the inside. The stamp set is called Dashing Deer, and it comes with framelits, and there's several deer, little sweet baby deers, and I say that's the dad, that's the mom. I don't know, I just called them that. In my instructions that are on my blog, I talk about a floral, let me pull this off, a floral piece that you're gonna cut with the copper. So I didn't know what else to call it, and there's lots of flowers. I'm thinking those flowers could be used year round. So that kind of makes this bundle really fun. I know that I'm assuming that's like a little poinsettia, but you could use any color cardstock you want and create as many flower type cards as you needed. This is the holiday catalog. I can't show you what's inside yet until after September 1st. However, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like a free copy of this, you can let me know in the comments below. However, you're probably going to need to go to my blog and hit the Contact Me button there so that I will have your mailing address. Here is that paper. And of course, I've already used this piece, but I have to show you the rest of it. Absolutely gorgeous. Can you see the copper? I don't think any photo, either in the catalog or something I took, would be able to show how gorgeous this paper is. So a little tranquil tide, more of the copper. So there's 2 of each sheet in the pack, and here is more copper. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, my favorite paper. So pretty. There we go, more copper. I mean, don't you just gonna go, oh, that's so pretty. And then here's another one. Can you see that? And there's my deer. And then, there we go. Okay, ready? This is the last one. Look at that. Look how gorgeous. Okay, I know you're gonna want this paper because if you love copper like I do, you're gonna wanna make not only this card, but many cards. I have everything I need ready to stamp and assemble. You will need an embossing buddy, and you will need to rub that on your Whisper White scrap. I'm going to use the Versamark ink pad. And because my reindeer is pretty good size, I am gonna ink it up upside down. I like to do that to make sure I get all my image covered with the Versamark. Stamp straight down, hold it for a few seconds. And normally I would say lift straight up, however it sticks because Versamark ink is very sticky. Next, I'm gonna have some copper embossing powder. I like to do a little flick. And now I need to heat set it. I'm gonna set that aside to let it cool. I have a small piece of Whisper White that is cut for my sentiment. Again, using the Versamark ink, I want to take This is especially important that you use the embossing buddy. Whenever you're stamping words, sometimes they'll get a little blurry and that powder sticks where you don't want it to. So you really want to make sure that you use your embossing buddy before you're doing any embossing. Pulling out my little Chinese chopsticks. I have my copper layer, and we're going to adhere our Whisper White straight onto the copper. If you know me, I love dimensionals. They just give so much more personality to any card. And now I have my designer series paper. This is the other side, but this is the pretty side. We're gonna add some adhesive to that. Move that back before I burn my finger. I can see myself just sitting here stamping a bunch of reindeer, heat embossing, cut them all out, add my DSP, stamp my sentiment, and have a bunch of Christmas cards ready to go. So since the holiday catalog goes live in September, it's a great time to get started making your Christmas cards. Like start in September and don't wait until November. As you can see, I've already cut up my reindeer, and can you see the detail in his body, in her body? That's why I call her her. I want to take and use my silicone mat, and I really want to catch all the legs and the tail with my adhesive. And then you want to make sure you catch all the ends of those antlers, because when you go to put it in the envelope, it might catch. Or when the person is pulling it out, it may catch as well. So when I use a snail like that, I get glue in places I don't want it. I simply take my paper piercer, and it just allows me to grab that glue. I could use multi-purpose glue, but this is faster. It works just as well, and I am good to go. Bring in my card. Press all that down. And then I also cut out my floral piece that I mentioned. So I want to cut off the flower. I don't really want the flower, although let's see what it looks like. See, I think it's too big, so that's why I cut it off. I'm just going to snip right here and right there. Save that flower for something else. Again with my snail. I'm only doing the center and the bottom because I'm going to come in and I'm going to place it right here, and it sticks well. The last thing we need to do is stamp on the inside. I love the sentiment that they brought in with this set. More copper embossing and heat set. And there you have, remembering you this season with warm thoughts and a wish for everything merry. So that is my card that I have to share with you today. I hope you like copper as much as I love it. Don't you just love that card? I love copper. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me, and I do hope you enjoyed this video.